Let's go, you guys. Let's go. Let's go. Come on. 1-0 against Liverpool. We did it. I wasn't feeling as confident in my preview, but I did state that I felt like we were going to get the result tonight, you guys. And who got us that result? Who got us into the top 4? Who got us the win in tonight's game? It was none other than Mason Mount. Now, for me, his development this season has been absolutely beautiful, you guys. Honestly, the amount of unjustified hate and negativity that he gets, I feel like it's completely misguided hate. When you hear the criticisms of him, having this English bias and favoritism and all this nonsense, it's not fair because it's detracting from this guy's impressive, world-class potential. I'm saying it straight. We know this for a while, you guys. This season, Mount has proven to be our new talisman. He has been stepping up even more. And it's the reaction. If Mount really was all about Frank Lampard, if it was about favoritism, how is he stepping up now under Thomas Tuchel? It doesn't make any sense. It doesn't work like that, you guys. Mason Mount is an exceptional player in his own right. That goal he scored today, that is a typical Mount goal. I've been watching this guy play since the youth academy days. I've been seeing what this guy's been doing from outside the books with that ingenuity, his finishing ability. He's got ridiculous shooting tackers. And now that he's expressing himself more in the league, now that he's gone past last season where, for me, it was about acclimatizing to the Premier League and, just getting used to the demands, we are now seeing what this guy is really, really about. Honestly, you guys, it's crazy that we produce a player of this talent from our academy. He is such an example to all the coaches, to all the hard work, all the effort that's gone into giving these guys an opportunity. And as I'm saying every single time, trust an academy grad to come through and get us the win and make it happen in the decisive moments. I'm sorry, this guy is a world-class player in the making. No one can tell me otherwise. He's been absolutely exceptional and a massive credit to this club, honestly. And I just got to say, hats off to Mason Mount. He puts the naysayers, the doubters behind. He focuses solely on the football. He's had a mission ever since he was a kid. To break through into this team. When they said that wasn't going to happen, Mount said no. He used John Terry as an example, saying that he was going to replicate what John Terry did. I'm sorry, you guys, but it seems like Mount is fully on that path to making that happen and achieving that goal. The next few years watching him grow is going to be absolutely exciting, you guys. But I'm so gassed. I'm so happy after this result today. Honestly, not even just Mount. So many exceptional performances. Another academy grad that has to be mentioned, discussed and spoken about is Andreas Christensen. Now, regardless of the fact that, he's maybe a back three suits him more, that doesn't take away from him. I mean, players suit many different formations, many different systems and ways of playing. And, it's all about the managers playing towards the player's strength. If this is Christensen at his finest, I mean, my God, is this incredible. I mean, today, one thing that has been an absolutely shining beacon in Christensen's game has been his ability to read the game. It's been on a superly high level for a very long time. It's why players like, ex-players like John Terry have had so many praiseful words to say towards him. And I think today, this was kind of like a defensive masterclass of Christensen. I mean, not only did he read the danger every single time, not only was he supporting and shutting out and just snuffing out danger, not only was he stepping up to close down the danger too, interceptions, the tackles, he was controlling that defense, you guys, and of course the composure on top of that as well. I mean, he was instrumental today, and there were so many great performances, but a few players stood out even more compared to many, many great performances today. But for me, Andreas Christensen, he won a Man of the Match award, and to be honest, after just how impressive that performance was, for me, one of the best defensive performances I've seen from a Chelsea defender in a very, very long time. Absolutely sensational from Christensen. He's really made it his own, and maybe he has a manager in Tuchel that is believing in him and giving him that confidence to show what he's fully about. And, it's starting to get to this point now, you guys, where in the summer, if we can't sign a defender, I don't know if I'm going to be that upset. I think with what we have right now, I feel like we're in a very good position. Let's wait for the right solutions to come in the market before just signing any Tom, Dick, and Harry. But right now, we've seen a resurgence from Christensen, from Rudiger as well, who, again, this guy, the Hollywood passes, you guys, I've always been a massive fan of his seconds. I mean, Rudiger's always had that. But, today, again, the way he was helping defend against Slot on that left-hand side, the way he was commanding, aggressive, his positioning, that constant communication with Ben Chilwell throughout the entire game. You could see them. They knew where each other, I'm losing my words, you guys. They knew exactly where each other was supposed to be in that game today. And that's what you want to see from a collective defense, because defending ain't about having the best individuals. It's about the relationships, the communications, all those types of, secret arts that don't get mentioned as much. But again, another player that stood out and made it happen today. Honestly, I feel like I can just praise the players, praise the team. And I feel like I'm just going to focus on doing that today, you guys, because for me, this was a massive game. I thought we thoroughly outplayed Liverpool today. Yeah, of course, they had their dangerous moments. Of course they do. But the way we stifled their opportunities. Tuchel, as I said before in the preview, he knows how to minimize the team's strength, an opposition's strength, and then target their weaknesses. And today, we were able to limit Liverpool on the counter-attack. I mean, they didn't really have any chance against us that I can remember. Maybe one or two ones that came from, opportunities where they're playing long balls from deep over the top. Kind of hopeful, in my opinion. Kind of hopeful long balls over the top to find your Manes, your Salahs, etc., etc. But we were able to stifle them from creating on the counter. And then we're able to then counter-attack down their flanks as well. Master plan from Tuchel. He knows exactly what he has to do. I mean, this guy is a world-class manager. We've all known that. I don't have to say that. You guys already know that. And yeah, for me, this was that big Tuchel game. I know, at Atleti and United, of course. But, for me, this game where we thoroughly outplayed them, where we thoroughly showed the old Chelsea spirit, the stuff we like to see, that determination, that hunger, winning the second balls, the discipline, fighting for each other as well. And then making it happen and taking responsibility in the moments where it matters. Tuchel absolutely spot on with the game plan, the tactics, and everything tonight. Of course, when the manager is setting the team out so expertly, no surprise the team's going to step up and perform. I mean, having that back five against Liverpool, we were constantly able to find an extra man out wide with our wing backs who played, very crucial parts from a tactical perspective to help, create those runs in behind for your Werners and Ziyech's who are, kind of playing as that makeshift front two at times. And the amount of opportunities we're able to create on the transition against Liverpool, really just countering their high line and exploiting that. When Tuchel next season is able to really work on the attack even more and just really just take what he's doing to the next level, I mean, it's going to be absolutely ridiculous, you guys. But before I go, a few more players I've got to discuss and mention today. N'Golo Kante, I mean, come on. Games versus Liverpool, this guy is always on it. I feel like that is his team. Kante, Liverpool, you're always going to see a masterclass from N'Golo Kante. Of course, he played that pass over the top to find Mason Mount. Very capable of playing that ball. He's done it and demonstrated it time and time again. I feel like he's one of those guys, though, where, people always pick on the faults and try and maximize them as if they're like defines a player. No, it doesn't with N'Golo Kante. I mean, the guy's world-class for a reason, not because he tackles and can win second balls. I mean, I don't know, I feel like we've watched this guy play for years and years, and it does disappoint me a tiny bit that, some people don't fully appreciate his overall game and just how much better he is than some people realise. But, against a Liverpool team like this, you need to have someone in midfield that's going to set that agency, that's going to win those second balls, that's going to, have the ability to play between the lines as well, and just that defensive screening on top of that too. Kante, for me, steps up time and time again against this opposition. And, I don't want to see this guy leave, you guys. If we have any hopes of winning the league next season, you need to have Kante in this team. Of course, alongside him, Jorginho. Again, very good today. Great Jorginho performance. I don't want... People have always thought that I've been like a hater of Jorginho since day one. No, that's not accurate. From the videos I've done, which are still on my channel, you guys can go back, see for yourself. I've been in praise for the guy, but you know, of course, when the tactics weren't fitting, and because he does have his limits, I will mention them. But today, it wasn't about mentioning Jorginho's limits. It was about just praising his overall game. I mean, the partnership between him and Kante, they were constantly in communication, and having that back three behind him that, you know, steps up to minimize the spaces between the lines that could be exploited. You know, when Jorginho has that protection in a sense, that's when you can really see him shine. That's when you can really see him, you know, dictate the tempo. When you can really see him, you know, find those cute little passes between the lines to like set off those counter attacks. And for me, you know, he had a very good performance for the team for sure. But yes, we are officially in top 4. I feel like we're going to keep climbing up the table, you guys. I feel like, you know, we haven't even seen 50% of what else is yet to come. I'm looking at performances, of course, not like that critiques or I'm being negative, but I think we can all say that maybe this position that Ziyech played today, I mean, this ain't his best one. But you could probably imagine a Kai Havertz playing in that Ziyech role in this game today. And you can imagine maybe how he'd be playing alongside Timo Werner and some of the things he could be providing to the team. So I'm looking forward to seeing when Tuchel's going to unleash Kai Havertz on this team. And honestly, you guys, this was a big win. I mean, this is one of the most difficult months. And already we've got a result against Atletico, a result against Liverpool. We got a result against United. We didn't lose. And now we've got games like Everton, the second of Atleti coming up this month as well. And I'm feeling confident. The team, they look confident. They look prepared. They look hungry. They look competitive. These guys are fighting to get in the team. And it's just a joy to see at this point in time, you guys. So on that note, I'm going to wrap things up, keep things moving. And I'm going to watch the game again. Obviously, recorded it so I could have some content ready for you guys for tomorrow. But on that note, I'm going to wrap things up. I'm in EFC. This is Blue Line CV. I'll catch you guys later with some more videos.